Coach, thank you. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready. 15, 1. 51.
Big stop. Let's go. Begin.
13, spill. 2.
Off play action. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On third down, Lawrence. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a game of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, defense. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber. Hey, Haywood.
56. Check pass.
2nd and 5. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
13, Mike 13. 6-man. Check curls.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Ready up.
44's the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Taylor. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
18 Gator.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
61, matchbox lights.
Brings up third down and 2.
They'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, tight. Hey, alert 3.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
60 or 56. Ready?
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Greystone, travel.
He's crossing.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Slap.
Now.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Jaguars 7, Colts nothing.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown, so now 7-0 to score. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
15, Ronnie, 51.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd and 14. He'll get this one to Patrick. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Ready?
This one out quickly to Westbrook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Go. Hey, exit. Get it.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
218, chop it. Hey, wahoo! Check 25.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down. Quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey! Hey, Echo!
Watch QB drop! Watch QB drop! My game! Watch the slants! Let's go!
He'll look to throw. It's complete. Stills. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Orbit!
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Go now! 60 Pittsburgh!
Ready? Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Fournette, a first down carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more, as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Check 56. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Be driven.
From the gun on third down. Lawrence. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 39. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambo on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Colts 3.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw here. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
70 Indy. Coaching spell.
A gain of 20 on the play. It's now
Five. Get it.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now a fumble. The ball's out. He was looking that time for Stills. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Rock it. Bravo.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man, complete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Focus, defense, focus.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Okay. Hey, Zoo. Steve Griffin.
Throwing again. Lawrence letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
You draw closer. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Jaguars 30, Colts 3. Josh Lambeau.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. 45 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
I know he ain't got it. Check 59.
Now.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll look to throw here. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And
now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. Trying to get it that time to Stills. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch right. Watch twist. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Watch the curl. Greystone travel. Watch the ship.
shit. Mike, check, 59.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
It's now second down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw again, Lawrence. The open man is Westbrook. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Josh Lambeau, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this home. Back to the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll set up a throw. Catch made here by Campbell. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. The trot it, and now off to the races down the right side. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby.
Here we go. 15-1. 15-1.
Gotta do better.
Deep rip.
On play action, they'll throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
I'm here all day.
Hey, wahoo! Hey.
Line 36. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Watch the
On the 2.
2nd and 5. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Stills the intended target. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Now he's forced out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 3rd down, Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. He'll drop to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. They're going to look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. Looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
So we got man.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are. Very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll run here on third and goal. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Operating from the gun. Lawrence escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Patrick, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does them in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
We're going to shut you down.
Down. 50, plant.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Deep grip.
Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
60 or. 6-6. Pull it high.
Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready, set.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Now Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
But finally, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jaguars, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, this loss will mean they finish the season right at .500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.